Hello and welcome back to Rue Valley. We're continuing on with our second day of gameplay. I've been really itching to get back to this. It's been about a week since we last played. Not a... You know, we're trying to remember a little bit of exactly where we were. We had discovered a few things. We wanted to fix our vending machine. We have done a couple of loops and we tried to get up north, but we couldn't get past the roadblock. And we had a couple of clues down south, but nothing too wildly crazy. We know about this strange man driving around carelessly named Frank. We've learned a little bit more about Jason the Dumper Burns, who is to blame for basically all the water going bad in Rue Valley, but has also been trying to fix it. And we know very little about Robin Fleming. We do have an extra little inspiration point here, but I don't think we can have on two at the same time. We did learn how to fix the vending machine.
Come on, you thief.
By pushing a bunch of buttons on it. So why don't we start this morning off with a little vending machine fix. Maybe I can help.
Sure. Give it a go.
You press the return change button, but really press it all the way until you hear the plastic crack. Then we simultaneously press the coffee button and the more sugar button 3 times. Living beside the cat bed. It's a good spot to live. The machine stirs to life with a low resonant hum. Its internal mechanisms clicking into place, awakened by your input. The display reads, insert coin. Press the coffee button. The coin clinks into the slot. A deep grind echoes from within as the coffee button glows and the inviting aroma of fresh brew begins to permeate the air. Hand her the steaming cup.
What? Nice. I don't know how you figured it out, but thank you so much.
We completed an intention. She takes one long sip from the plastic cup and savors the moment. As you don't say anything, she soon interrupts the silence.
Here.
She raises the cup as if making a toast.
Strangers fixing machines.
3 inspiration gained.
Speaking of strangers, I'm Riley.
And yeah, okay. So it seems like we gotta commit things to doing these, but then we get a bunch back if we get them right. So Mac, hello. 8 degrees here and don't want to go outside. Stay inside. Be cozy. It's the way to do it. It's less than 8 degrees Celsius here, so I don't want to go out either.
So, first session?
Nosy. Yeah, how about you?
Me?
She smiles.
No, I live here. I mean, in Rue Valley, not in the motel.
She pauses and looks at you mischievously.
So, how was it?
I've been told it's for my own good, so...
I'm sorry it happened. On the other hand, I'm kind of glad it did. Otherwise, you wouldn't be here in the middle of nowhere.
Oh, I get it now. She winks as if she's not supposed to say it out loud. Oh, we actually don't know why we're here, but apparently I did a stupid thing or two during last New Year's Eve.
Oh, boy.
She whistles.
Well, I hope Dr. Fink helps you figure it out soon.
What if I'm beyond help? What if this is my destiny?
No one is beyond help. Something can always be done, even if it's a little thing. Not that I have any personal experience with therapy. I only ever go during our mandatory assessments.
Reckland, hello, good morning.
My brother, though, he used to visit Dr. Fink daily for quite some time.
Her brother is Frank? I think? If I'm remembering that correctly. No, her brother, man, I don't know. I'm getting... The gas station's brother is Frank. So, Canada's stealing all our heat. Listen, that's just the old global warming in effect.
Trust me, I saw him getting better and better as the months went by. Until he quit.
Why'd he quit?
He had a minor disagreement with Dr. Fink regarding some of his, beliefs. But other than that, therapy really helped him get on his feet again. But enough about that.
She puts on an uneasy smile.
So, how do you like the motel? Met the crew yet?
Wow, this is a whole lot of conversation from her that we don't normally get. You make it sound like there's dozens of people working here.
Fond of overstatements, aren't you? There's a couple of Flemings here. Uncle Ben, of course, Robin's dad.
Yeah.
Aunt Anita was around until a year or two ago, but she's not a part of the place anymore.
She runs the bar up the road.
No, it's just that I lived here for a while. A long time ago, to be precise.
Related to them,
The
though.
Flemings took me and my brother in after we lost everything. They became like family to us.
Do we know anything about her brother? I feel like we don't. You lost everything. How come?
We lost our mom in a house fire, and our dad had passed before that, so... Yeah. Anyway, Uncle Ben was like a father to us. Still is in some ways. He's a little quirky, but he's got a good heart. Robin, too.
Uncle Ben, Robin. I'm starting to think this family. Maybe he's got something about comic books.
I guess what I want to say is, you're in good hands here.
Good to hear. Fiery sky. Have you ever seen the sky suddenly turn red in these parts?
You mean when there's a rocket launch?
Oh. What? She looks at your face, noticing your
You
confusion.
must have heard of Coral Destiny, right?
Sounds familiar. She nods, obviously happy you know at least something about the world around you.
Well, Coral Destiny operates a spaceport not too far from here. And when there's a rocket launch, you can see the whole sky ablaze with this mesmerizing red hue. Like a portal to another world.
So the rocket launches are causing the time loop.
Even from here, it looks amazing. And your timing couldn't be more perfect. There's a launch scheduled for tonight at 8:45.
Ding, ding, ding.
Unless...
She looks towards the dark clouds gathering on the horizon. They may call it off because of the storm. You gonna watch it? She's not.
Not this time. I have other plans.
She's going to the graveyard.
Well, this was fun and all, but gotta go. Thanks for the coffee.
She turns around and leaves. Okay. Zoom. Well, we learned a lot there. Robin's father is Ben. Ben is the father of the receptionist. At 8:47, Coral Destiny launches a rocket into space. It seems that launches like this happen often. It's doubtful that it has anything to do with the time loop, and it's nothing more than a coincidence. Coral Destiny. Hold to wrap up fix vending machine. You learned and tested the combo to get the vending machine unstuck. Now you can have a coffee whenever you want. The best thing is because of the time loop, you don't have to face the dreaded caffeine crash. True, I guess. Well, we might as well see, are we in a TV show? So you're in a reality show. I wonder what it's called. Probably something like 47 Minutes of Agony, the documentary. An out-of-focus shaky camera capturing your wildest moments and some old man as a narrator. Hey. Oh, is this meant to be an old man? Can we also commit to this? Drive back home? Yes. Grab the wheel and head homewards. Well, that one seems easy enough to do. Car's right here. Home can't be far. Drive back home. Good job. We beat the game. The desert stretches out endlessly, a vast expanse of ochre gravel, barren and desolate. A thin, cracked ribbon of asphalt snakes through the landscape, looping like a gnarly scar that vanishes into the horizon. Silence presses in, thick as molasses, interrupted only by the uneven hum of the car's engine and the faint whispers of wind through the dry brush. Turn on the radio. The static makes only one thing clear. You're more likely to catch a signal from space than any kind of radio station here. Check the fuel, half empty. You can almost feel the juice running out. Open the window. Dust makes the air outside even thicker than inside. It's suffocating no matter what you do. As we gaze into the distance, the more you look, the more you see it. The same mountains, the similar cactuses, the copy-pasted bushes, the identical paintings of clouds. The endless repetition again and again. That's very funny. Just drive. You keep pretending that everything is fine, that everything is normal, that you're just driving home. But no matter how hard you try, there's no running away from your poor decisions. They've got better mileage. Even though the loud engine ruckuses your ears are pierced by the annoying ringtone, toss the phone out the window. May it shatter like the world you're so eager to leave behind. I love that that's an option only if you go driving before 8:15. As with the phone call, your hair standing up on the back of your neck, you anticipate another interruption. The thunder that still sends chills down your spine. The end is near. 8:46. 8:47. As your rearview mirror, the sky erupts in a blaze of glories as someone staged a fireworks show for your successful getaway. Or the apocalypse. Flames streak across the sky, unraveling the twilight itself, casting eerie, dancing shadows on the road ahead, a vivid reminder of the chaos left behind. Ah! We scream. That's good to know. I kind of wanted a new fresh time loop. Seems that the time loop stretches further than you've anticipated. The road home might wait just around the bend. You'll have to drive like a maniac to actually make it.
Still with me, Mr. Harrow?
Oh. I just need to grab some fresh air, leave Rue Valley, and drive like a maniac. The car leaps forward like a frantic old nag, tires spit in dust and gravel with disdain. As the speedometer snores, the landscape blurs into a homogeneous mass of red rocks and greasy shadows. The foolhardy tempo calls to mind another careless driver. It must be one of those Rue Valley things, pushing your luck even when you're fresh out of it. Can you adjust the posture of your character? He's gonna get neck damage sitting like that? I know, right? He's got the real shrimp going. I don't care, I'll make it this time. Lingering on that thought certainly won't help. Every turn of the wheel flirts with disaster, pebbles ricocheting beneath the chassis as if the road itself is daring you to lose control. Step on it. $8:15. Ring, ring. Throw the phone again. Hopefully it stays there this time. There's no turning back. Your mind races ahead, running faster than car ever could. We press the pedal as fast as we can. It's a great little soundtrack. Gripping the wheel, you're counting down to it. Every second dragging longer than the last. You can feel the air tense up before the strike until... once again, predicting the unpredictable, a superpower given to you and you alone. Left behind in the soaking desert road. Ooh. Reality show. There's nothing super about it. It's just special effects. Keep driving. You bash through the desert as the last droplets of rain on the windshield start to fade away. Then it hits you. This is the furthest you've been able to go. Cue inspiration. But time stops. Not because of the fiery sky at the end of the loop. The internal clock says that you still have a couple minutes before that happens. It stops because you're not in control anymore. In control of what? Take a guess. My life? Definitely, but there's one other thing. The car. You're not in control of the car anymore. Powered by inertia and slippery asphalt, the vehicle acts on its own, swerving and sliding with astonishing choreography. Quickly but carefully, do something to avoid the disaster. Oh no, we're too impulsive. In an instant, The decision is made for you. A violent impact shakes the car to its core. Metal crumples and glass shatters, while rain mingles with your innards, painting a surreal impression on the side of the road.
Still with me, Mr. Harrow?
His voice cuts through like a lifeline, but just as the comfort of his words wraps around it, it twists and morphs into a jarring, clanking noise. It yanks you back to the reality as the remnants of cliff rock debris drum against the car's shell with relentless enthusiasm. Through a dense fog of pain, your nerves frantically fire, desperately trying to wake up your unresponsive body. Let's take a deep breath. Status gain, punctured lungs. Unable to scream, can't sing. You try to breathe, but even a shallow breath feels like inhaling shards of glass. This will require some serious surgery. Try to move. The wreckage envelops you in a tight grip, but you sense that you are at least a couple of your limbs are free. Let's go with toes. That's what Kill Bill would do. Crushed leg bones. No walk, only crawl. The command falls short. Your legs, twisted at impossible angles, are useless. Shattered bones grind with every twitch. You're not going anywhere. Attempt to move your fingers. Every movement sends a jolt of agony, a grim reminder that somehow you're still alive. Your arms are all messed up. There's pale bones sticking out of bloodstained flesh. Well, my lungs are punctured, so I can't scream. I'm gonna cry. That seems appropriate. You squint out a few tears. It doesn't help. Better not move at all. Better. Produce a sound. Any sound. With charcoal lipstick on your lips, you try to break the silence. Help. Dental fracture. Jesus. Unable to communicate fluently, can't consume non-liquid food. Broken arm. Unable to pick up items. Can't play guitar. You try to speak, but the sharp tang of blood fills your mouth. Your teeth, or what's left of them, are swimming freely around your butchered tongue. I can't believe this happened. Does a crash count as an adjustment? It could be worse, right? Stay silent. Play it safe, lie down, and do nothing. Probably best choice in this case. But what's that noise? Focus on the noise. Both from nowhere and nowhere, everywhere, you can hear a rhythmic beating. Is it my heartbeat? Yep, and then you feel it. The warmth of liquid pumped by your heart, soaking almost every part of your torn clothes. A lot of liquid. Achievement unlocked. I hurt myself today. Trouble staying awake. Through half-closed, tear-filled eyes, you sense the orange haze rising, the ground trembling underneath you. It's happening again. Am I going to wake up with all those status effects still on me? You hold your breath waiting for the end of the weight of it, but it becomes too much to bear. Miraculously, you fill your lungs with the musty yet familiar air tinted with the stale scent of old cologne. Feel the contours of your teeth with your tongue. The brutal crunching sound is still ringing in your ears, but everything remains firmly in its intended place. It's nearly enough to coax a smile on your face, yet it doesn't. Keep breathing. The air has never felt so refreshing before, yet you continuously remind yourself to breathe until the instinctual rhythm kicks in. It's a breathtakingly beautiful sensation. Through the unfathomable pain still lingers in your mind, you muster up the courage to lift a finger. Paralyzing doubts aside, it's effortless. You're alive and well for all the good that it does. It seems that the loop goes so far as to mend your injuries, which means that your little theory about this being a reality show makes even less sense. You open your eyes only to meet his yet again. Intention failed, reality show. But we got another intention out of it. Time loop heals all wounds.
Still with me, Mr. Harrow?
Yes, I am, and I have a question. Can we talk about Coral Destiny? His eyebrows lurch upward in an already too familiar gesture. A doctor might be confused by your sudden interest in the cooperation, or is unwittingly expressing his discomfort. Of course we can, Mr. Harrow, though it took me by surprise. Your interest is perfectly natural and understandable, seeing as their star base 1 is right here in Rue Valley. As part of my full disclosure policy, I have to tell you I've worked there for a number of years, but I can't talk much about my work or my time there. courtesy of a folder full of NDAs I had to sign. With that limitation established, what do you want to know? Nosy, you can't tell me any rumors from your time there? I'm afraid not, Mr. Harrow. The NDAs are signed, comprehensive, and enforced by the entirety of Coral Destiny's legal machinery. That's all I can and will say on the matter. Come on, Doctor. There's only the two of us here, and I won't tell a soul. I'm sorry, Mr. Harrow. The documents I've signed are prohibitive. Please do not push me more on the matter. I want our sessions to be a safe space for both of us. How far away is it? About an hour or so if you're particularly fast, and a half if you take the company shuttle. Hour and a half if you take the company shuttle. What are they working on there? Many different things. New rocket propulsion systems, water shielding, decontamination, regenerative agriculture, soil enrichment effects, blah, 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 blah. I like that they're just out of like reach, you know? With an hour, if we drive recklessly, maybe we can get there in time, but like we'd only basically just get there and it would explode. All this is publicly available information. I can't tell you anything you couldn't have found yourself. I'm trapped in a time loop. That ain't the smartest thing to say to a psychotherapist at the end of your first session. He's probably going to draft you a certificate of sanity right now.
I see.
He gives you a concerned look and starts to scribble something in his notebook. Pretty sure he wrote the word crazy at least once. The next 47 minutes are repeating over and over again. He scribbles a few more words.
And how does that make you feel?
He doesn't believe you. He thinks you're crazy. You think I'm crazy? Yes.
Of course not. I'm just keeping notes so we can be on track in our next sessions, for which I think you could use a good night's rest. You should go and check in at the office. Your room is probably ready by now.
Well, first, I want to go read that book in your bathroom.
The exit is behind you. That's the bathroom.
May I use the bathroom,
Of course.
please? Stare down the stained mirror glass in the doctor's bathroom. You struggle with the fact that the loop seems to be infinite. I hate this place. I just want to leave. But you can't leave. No matter where you go, you'll be tossed back here as soon as the clock hits 8:47. I get it, but I still hate the place. It seems that you will stay here for a long time. This attitude won't help much. I don't care. This place sucks. Suit yourself. Obsessed. Rue Valley sucks. What did that mean? Minor bodily alteration intention. Rue Valley sucks. Obsession. All the energy you've put into your pathetic attempt to escape is transformed into pure hatred towards Rue Valley. You can't escape, but you're sure of one thing. This place sucks. Your body heals no matter what. The reality show we can give up on. Rue Valley, the show. Is there a reason to give up on an intention? Minor bodily alteration. Let's keep that one open. Just in case. Just in case. We don't know a lot yet. Impulsive, extroverted, sensitive. Sounds like your average internet dweller. I mean, this guy's got this down to a peg. Infinite energy engines while doing a loop. You're officially a disappointment to humanity. You have endless time to experiment. I know, right? Like, think of all the things you could get done. Time loop doesn't seem so bad. Reckless. Take the book. Let's find a calm and comfortable place to read this, Jim. Can't wait. Should we also get drunk? No, probably not. Goodbye, doctor. What are you doing? You're completely lost. You have zero clue how to stop this loop, and it shows. Like a tsunami crashing in before you can breathe. The emotions surge, a flood of feelings overwhelming and unstoppable. You need to act, something, anything to release the pressure inside of you. Sit down and start sobbing uncontrollably. Oh. Take it slow there, all right? Like it or not, you caught her attention. Didn't know it could be that hard seeing Dr. Fink. Was it something in particular? Something in particular? She's asking if something special happened. No, you'll just have to explain. You must explain it to her. I'm stuck in a time loop, a real time loop. Everything keeps repeating over and over, no matter how many times. She opens her mouth to say something, but you're faster. The dam's broken, and now it's all pouring out. Oh. All right, I'm going to tell her at 8:38 lightning strikes and it jolts me a little every single time because I have a brief window that I could talk to her after this. And that's like the one thing here that is really like future fortune telling. At 8:38 lightning strikes, it jolts me a little every single time. That's oddly specific. Every time okay, well, I guess everything. Every time I leave Dr. Fink's office, you're banging on that damn machine, swearing because you need coffee. Sounds like me, and sounds like me then. You're probably telling some kind of truth. Robin harasses me with key cards, keeps repeating the entire history of how those damn locks were installed. She does love her key cards. It starts at exactly 8, always at the same, still with me, Dr. Harrow. It's driving me insane. She watches you carefully, and she's either studying you or mapping out an escape route in her head. And then at exactly 8:47, the sky explodes and everything resets. She nods slowly. So let me get this straight. The doc greets you the same way. I bash the machine. Robin floods you with key cards. Lightning freaks out, and then the sky catches fire. Did I miss anything? On top of it, I crashed the car trying to leave this place and was seriously injured before the reset. Okay, glad your injuries are non-existent. It sounds like a mess. It was real, even though everything reset. I could still remember it. Your memory is the only thing that never resets, and yet you would give anything if only they would. I get that something weird must have happened. I mean, just look at how you're reacting. I mean, couldn't we not tell her about the conversation she goes had and like the fact that we know she's going to the graveyard tonight? I feel like we know enough about Riley that we could convince her here, but if only perpetual energy generators were not utterly impossible as per current science, we get better surpassing current scientific knowledge. I mean, in 47 minutes with no books around and no internet, also, I don't know how much you really could do. So Weird doesn't even begin to cover it, believe me. You pause, take a deep breath. The thought of it all, this is for nothing, starts to weigh on you, but you push through. It probably sounds like nonsense to you. You don't believe any of it anyway. Now, hold on. Just because it sounds weird, and trust me, it does, doesn't mean it's impossible. I mean, the universe is full of strange and unexplainable shite. What I'm trying to say is anything's possible these days. People colonizing other worlds, multiverses, temporal relativity. Don't even get me started on what might hit you in space. And you mentioned a time loop. A bunch of theories pop up. Cognitive feedback loop, strange radiation, a glitch in the simulation. That's just off the top of my head. Strange radiation? Space isn't just empty. It's filled with things we barely understand. Strange matter, neutrino bursts, dark energy ripples. Maybe something like that hit you in twisted time around you. So I'm a superhero now. My power is being stuck in time. Just great. Not exactly the flashiest power, I'll give you that, but hey, it's better than being stuck in life, I guess. If only she knew. Anyway, we can go back and forth all day about cause and effects, but what you really need is proof, solid evidence that the time loop you're talking about is real. Or, to put it nice little jingle, you can talk the talk, but can you prove the proof? How am I supposed to prove a time loop from inside a time loop if everything resets? Figure out what's actually going on, then show it to me. For example, prove that you already know what's going to happen before it does. You know, even in those movies where the person memorizes every little moment and suddenly knows what everyone is about to do. This is why I said the lightning strike first. Who would believe that kind of evidence? Well, I'd at least consider it. That's a start. It's just an idea, though. I'm sure you'll come up with other ways to prove it. You're the one living through it, after all. Look at the time. I gotta run. Good luck with the evidence. Or to end this in the spirit of our little chat, see you next loop. Can I prove that I'm in a time loop? I feel like yes. I'm still hung up on the time loop confession, the way she reacted to it, aren't you? Indeed. She's the only one who has given any thought to your demise. Not like Dr. Fink. Not like any of them. The person who actually bothered to listen to you. Riley's the only one who might believe you about the time loop if you could find a way to prove it to her. How would I prove something like that? Could I speak her words before they even leave her lips? Or know stuff that only she was supposed to know? Something that never changes no matter the loop. I would say that's the one. Speaker word. Okay. Good luck finding something like that. Creepy much? Hard to tell if she's going to bolt or deck you. Let's face it, she packs a punch. Show her stuff that only she was supposed to know? You've only got 47 minutes. She's always on the move. How do you get someone to open up with the clock ticking like that? It's all good and well, but you'll need some kind of actual proof, something that can show her to make sense in the world. You did suggest to try and figure out everything happening in the loop, so why not do just that? I can map out what the facts are, specifically how those 47 minutes actually unfold. Track every key detail and lay them out for her, minus the stalker vibe. Should I prepare a presentation or deliver a speech? I don't think I have time to prepare a presentation. How about something low-key, like plain old paper lined with key details and events? 3 remarkable moments, 2 memorable events, 1 noteworthy event in full detail. Obviously, I want to go for the biggest number here. 5 is quite a lot. There are questionable if there are even 5 memorable things. Well, then 4 events ought to cover it. If there aren't that many, you'll have to cut it down. Perhaps 3? 3 should do fine to make a point. You just need 3 events from within these 47 minutes and then write them down in chronological order. You give it to her, win. Probably just before the loop wraps up. That's when she's at the graveyard. By the time you walk through her all bye-bye loop. Then at the start of the loop? The moment you step out of the office. You gather 3 events, write them down, hand them to Riley at the start of the loop. It sounds like a plan. Then at the end of the loop we meet, we go through the list together and poof, prove the proof. Which moments will qualify as important or telling? Water from the vending machine splashed on her? That's not that telling. Okay. To find out what's missing, no other way around it. Good luck with that. Okay. Can we prove that we're in a time loop? Can't even prove that you aren't crazy. I mean, this is true. This is true. So, good grief. Kick the machine. Make some coffee. Take a sip of coffee myself. The bitter, smoky aroma guarantees its debatable quality. It's bad. Perked up. +1 calculated, +1 sensitive. Which one is calculated? Impulsive? But wait, there's another taste that emerges within a sip. The machine was stuck, rendered inoperable for even a simple task of brewing coffee, but your actions alone brought it back to life. The taste you notice is the taste of victory. It's a small one, yes, but a victory nonetheless. Man, where to start here?
Are you ready to check in now, Mr. Harrow?
She's not on the phone. She's always on the phone. I'm looking for Frank. You know Uncle Frank? She gasps. Yeah, he almost killed me with his driving.
Yeah, sorry. He's reckless like that. Just a few days ago, he crashed into a street lamp near the shuttle stop.
It's stalker time, as weird as that sounds. I know, I guess we have to do a little bit of stalking. Perked Up was my nickname in college. I feel like that's a pretty good nickname.
But, you know,
it's a safe one.
He and my dad go way back, so...
She
I guess
shrugs.
that's also why he lets him stay at the motel for free.
So he's staying right here? You point your finger
right
down.
Here.
She points down as well.
In fact, he's been living here for the last 2 years. Dad says he's a good man that fell on some hard times. I want to believe it, but I don't see it.
So he has to be here
so,
then.
Why are you asking about him?
He's not at the gas station and I need a mechanic.
Oh, all right. His room is number 1, but I don't
Got
see
it.
his pickup outside, so he's probably not in there.
Suddenly, Jason Burns enters the reception area and approaches the desk addressing
Sorry to
you.
interrupt, but this is an emergency. Robin, the Wi-Fi is not working in my room.
I think I've heard this part already. Stop listening. Is this room number 1? The door to Frank's room the whole time, it was right next to the doctor's room. Knock. No answer. Frank, I know you're in there. The only answer you get is full-fledged silence. Strain your ears for a hint of life behind that door. The silence only deepens, swallowing the room behind the door. Christy, good morning. Welcome. She's watching video of persons she's looking for disappearing in the middle of the road. This could be one of the proof. Yeah, I mean, I was thinking that as well. There's a few things that she does that's very specific, like Frank disappearing. Ignoring me is going to solve nothing, Frank. No response, not a single peep. Maybe he's deliberately shutting me out. Or maybe he's not there at all. Frank, cut the crap. Open the door right now. Knock on the door more. I just want to talk, Frank. Nothing more. Give up. New idea gained. Enter Frank's room. Try the doorknob. Locked. Frank is neither not in his room or we won't give up. Perhaps you should try to enter his room somehow. The receptionist loves talking about key cards. Maybe you could check with her. Do I have to just give this one up? I feel like I have to just give this one up. Yeah, because I can't give up an intention in progress. So I think that's not a thing. Jason Burns is talking with the receptionist.
Offline, but there's internet at the belt. The new bar. Oh.
And
You'll need a.
oh,
Just lean. Oh wait.
thank you.
Don't worry.
Good luck, Mr. Burns. Do we want to do the phone this time? Nah, let's just put it on silent.
Are you ready to check in now, Mr. Harrow?
Yeah, I'm ready to check in.
All right then. So, number 6, the last one on the 2nd floor. Everything is ready for you. And this is your key card.
Whoa, a key card? Go to Rod.
That's right, a key card.
She barely contains her
You were
excitement.
expecting an old-fashioned key, weren't you? Well, we've decided to modernize for a number of reasons.
You did it because of aesthetics. A modern lock on a 90s retro door is such a unique look.
Yeah, sure. We don't exactly have the funds for a large-scale renovation, but small details like that make all the difference.
Livy, hello, good morning, welcome. Started on your banners yesterday? Nice, nice, nice. Know one of the best parts of being an adult? You can have leftover miso dumpling soup and no one can tell you otherwise? I would actually argue one of the best parts of being an adult is you can just eat ice cream whenever you want. Like right now. Is it 9 a.m. in the morning? You can have a bowl of ice cream. No one's going to stop you. It's great.
That, there was a more
I don't recommend it, but it's a nice perk.
The guests just kept on losing their keys. It was exhausting, and my dad didn't like the cost of replacing so many locks.
Honestly, if you've never done it, you probably should just to like experience that moment of freedom. It's worth it. What's this? The famed Tyr Invictus streamer discovers other games exist? I know, right, Jareth? It's unbelievable after all this time. This must have made a positive impact on your budget.
It will, eventually. We're still paying for the locks, and will be for a while. Regardless, the new system is still totally worth it.
You had no issues so far? No malfunctions?
Not once. But even if something happens, we got like a literal tome of a manual. I thumbed through it. It seems to cover all the possibilities. And I know what you're thinking. I hope she didn't leave the manual behind an electronic lock.
That'd be unwise. She laughs.
Don't you worry a bit. It's safely tucked away in the storage room with the other manuals and warranties and whatnot.
The storage room, eh? Might not be a good idea to read through that manual. Perhaps it could help you find a way to open Frank's door. You must have spent days researching which model to pick.
You have no idea. It was tough, especially since I had to factor in the cost too, because
She lowers her voice, almost whispering.
the business hasn't been doing well financially lately.
What a shock.
But we got here in the end. Now our keys are just pieces of programmable plastic, and we already saved some money this way.
Can you program the cards here?
Goodness, no! Do you know how much that equipment costs? Whenever I need a new key, I have to take a card to a company in Bothwood. They take care of it in minutes and get me the card back.
Bothwood is an hour's drive away.
This makes my life so much easier. No more stressing about whether to change the lock or risk that lost key falling into the wrong hands. How great is that?
What happens if there's an emergency right now?
Well, that's easy. I have a master key card that can open any lock.
Interesting.
So when I'm cleaning before a guest arrives, or if there's an emergency, I can open the door, no problemo.
Are we stuck in a time loop? We are. We're all stuck in a time loop. This is true. Yeah, we did play some other games yesterday as well. I'm eating ice cream for breakfast. Any different than mixing cocoa pebbles with milk and freezing it? I've never thought about that. Part of me thinks that like freezing milk into ice cubes can't work. Like that wouldn't, you just have an ice cube. I don't think it just turns into ice cream. Yeah, big migraines yesterday, brutal. Is it mugging time? It's time to just mug the receptionist. I can't wait till our inspiration is just beat up everybody in the time loop and see what happens. Go on a murder rampage. Aha, a master key card. Perhaps you can find out where she keeps it.
If you don't have any more questions, Mr. Harrow, here. I'll just need your...
Sign the documents. Okay. Room 6 key card. A lot of ideas. Robin Fleming has a master key card. Frank is staying in Hotel 1. And we know that there's a manual back here, but I bet you it's going to take me literally all day to read it. Search the boxes for the locks manual. Unmarked ring binders forgotten and carelessly stashed away, overflowing with paper. Documents of various sizes, haphazardly shoved into plastic file folders. I don't know, man. Check the documents. Lo and behold, top pile is for the door lock. Pages are crisp white and unnervingly pristine, standing out against the time-worn binders that clutter the box. We are too impulsive to read this manual. It's two things we failed on impulsivity. They're trying to drive. I just realized we gave up on trying to drive, but if I wasn't impulsive, I could have not crashed. Grates on your nerves, testing the very outer limits of your patience, but you know there's no other choice. You're going to have to start over. Introduction and system overview. Part no sane person ever reads, yet here it is. The lock model is called Secure Lock. Nothing else is relevant. Installation and configuration. I'm not going through this to reinstall or reconfigure it, but to tear it down. Let's make this fast. Technical jargon, foreign language, operation and maintenance. Names like Detect-A-Sense and Access Card pop up. Nothing worth your time. I'm going to rip this manual apart. You still need it. Wait until the last page, then rip it. It's going to be sweeter. Security and advanced features chapter. Mentions of a QMS standard with some numbers trailing behind it. Alarm system called Intruder Alert. It feels important, but you're damned if you know why. Maybe I should try to figure it out. Not from this stupid manual. The agitation inside you spikes from 0 to off the charts. You're on edge, nerves frayed, ready to toss this whole mess aside. One chapter left. Compliance and standards. Your reading of this chapter grinds to a halt after you're confronted by a paragraph after paragraph of the most incomprehensible legalese ever. You can't go on. This manual is a total waste of time. Investing too much into it was probably the best decision you've made all day. All right, let's rip it apart. That was a great success. Whoops.
How can I help you, Mr. Harrow?
I left my keycard in my room. Any chance you could open the door for me?
You're certain it's in there? I mean, you haven't even left the reception desk since I gave you the key card?
Well, this is stupid. I had a feeling. Oh, you think I'm lying? Do you think I want to be in the position begging for you to open the door?
I'm so sorry, Mr. Harrow, but I don't think I can help you. Do you want me to call Dr. Fink for you? I'm sure he'll see you if the situation is critical.
Ah, I'll be fine. Idiot, next loop, at least pretend you went into your room. Maybe if I really go to... Why not? It'll put you in the mood that makes your plea more convincing. Okay, so we need to forget our keycard in the room on the next loop. Somebody better start taking notes. All right, well, let's go to the gas station. Try to get some more evidence of the time loop, maybe. Ice cream is an acceptable breakfast. It's true. It's the most delicious. Premise of sugary fructose product for breakfast is a normal thing. I'm more of a, you know, overnight oats kind of guy myself. But to each their own. Why can't I click that camera? Keep and watch. Just because, I guess. Bonker, steal the card, go to that room. She won't remember anything anyway. I mean, that's what I wanted to do, and I was hoping that was an option.
Oh, well, of course you're worried. That's crazy.
Leftover, completely foreign concept. Yep. We don't need to listen to this. Do we? I guess we do.
Don't get me started on Alex and it.
Yeah, I know. Even if...
I don't know, but it's the only thing that makes sense.
Oh, no. Because we're
brothers,
nosy.
right? Always pulling something.
Okay, I can stop listening to this conversation.
Well, consistency.
But I guess we better...
Well,
It's...
so,
Oh, my God.
What about you?
hey,
Well,
no, not like that.
bigger than...
I mean, something you'd rather people never know about.
Wait a
Even
minute.
if you had good reasons.
Do we know this conversation?
Sometimes it feels like the truth does more harm than good, but keeping it quiet for too long, that's tough. Maybe that's why I'm running now.
This feels like a different conversation than the one we had.
Leaving it all behind, but sometimes I wonder if I'm just avoiding facing some things head on.
You know what the worst adult breakfast is? Diabetes? Yeah, man, I deal with that every day. That's... Can confirm. It's a terrible breakfast. Life with the nostalgia, but none of the joy, right? Can't say you've ever done a cold pizza in the morning. Oh, it's good. I generally recommend it, though, only when very hungover, so...
Yeah. Easier to run.
I think the rain is letting up. Hey, do you sell those little...
Yes, the little
24 hour-
croissants.
Oh, no,
The vodka ones.
Yes, $9.89.
Here.
Yeah,
Yeah, well...
perhaps, but it's not the same. I just hope we don't die. I still don't know what to make of Frank vanishing just like that.
Okay, so they do know that Frank vanished.
I know.
Wait, I just have to see it once more. You're probably right.
Thanks.
There's the crack-a-boom.
Welcome to Max Gas. You need some help getting gas in that city car yard?
Do you know Jason Burns? She
Pardon me for
flinches.
now.
You know, the dumper. She gives you a look that could curdle milk, like you just dumped something grotesque right there in front of her.
Listen here, I don't know this fella, don't know him. End of story. Now, are you buying something? You just here to ruffle my feathers?
I'll take one of those croissants filled with vodka.
$9.89.
That was a pretty emotional response for simply not knowing who you're talking about. Something's going on and she's hiding it. Unfortunately, we don't know what. Search Maxine's room. Does she live in this trailer? Does she live at the hotel? Does everybody live at the hotel? This is suspicious. Maybe you can find some clues inside her house. Yeah, why not, man? Break-in entry is becoming the name of the game right now, so... for now, we'll head to the graveyard. Because it's almost the end. Vodka croissants could help you get out of the loop. I mean, if we bought one and brought it to, what's-his-face, it's possible. What kind of Slavic wet dream am I in? I know, right? They sound pretty good. Vodka cream. Even a taste of sweetness on a daily basis is one of the contributors to cutting down the whole sugar intake. Honestly, the best thing you can do, Stu, is the old diet and exercise. That'll basically solve all of it, so... Creme de coco croissants would be delicious with a nice espresso. Yo, don't get me started. This sounds too good. All right, let's talk to Riley here. This moment means something to her. It feels heavy, like there's a force field of emotions protecting her from anybody's presence. Let's spy on her to catch a memorable moment. Doesn't seem anything much will happen to her. Better come to the graveyard earlier and wait for her to arrive. Can I ask you a question? She doesn't even turn to look at you. Whatever you're selling, I'm not buying. I want to be alone right now. So we have to be here before she shows up. Well, this was a big dumb butthole waste of time. I guess let's just sit and watch the world end. Or not. Do something with this? Walter's grave. Up here was like another statue, yeah. But nothing of value. Alright, well. Guess we might as well ride off into the sunset. Here's the boom. Loop, there it is. Love a full English. It's very good. I don't know that there's a breakfast I've met that I don't like. Like, you ever have one of those nice Turkish breakfasts? Shakshuka? Those are delicious. Yep, I'm still with you, buddy.
Mr. Harrow, I'm aware that you and will surely, but for now, I just want you to acknowledge its existence and try to stay aware of it at all.
All right, I'll try.
That's good to hear. However, since this is your first session, I'll allow a few questions, if there's anything.
I had a dream. Perhaps it's better to do it during tomorrow's session. Do a comprehensive analysis. Requires time that we don't have at hand. I might forget some of the details if I wait until tomorrow. At least start today. Focusing on the most vivid aspects, we'll continue with deeper exploration tomorrow. The checkout. Share the dream about checking out of the motel. Interesting. And that's when I woke up very thirsty. He nods his head, looking at you intensely. Thank you for sharing this with me. The suitcase, the struggle with the checkout forms, the malfunctioning vending machine, they all seem to be significant. Would you like to share your thoughts on any of them? Yeah, the suitcase was like full of snakes. Supposed to be simple, just my things, but it felt alive. What does it mean for a suitcase to feel alive? Like it was breathing. When I opened it, your belongings have become snakes. What does that suggest to you? They weren't my things anymore. They were free. Your first instinct was to slam the lid shut to contain it. Why not just leave it there? They looked dangerous. I couldn't let them loose. Why did you shove it under the bed? I don't know. I panicked. There's no shame in your reaction. You responded instinctively to a perceived threat that felt natural to you. Containment is a familiar strategy, but when we constantly try to bury our problems rather than face them, we're merely postponing a confrontation. Let's touch upon the other elements of your dream. I feel like we're getting some good therapy here as well, honestly. Tried it a couple times. You didn't like the beans, grilled tomato. Beans taste strange compared to American beans. Yeah, definitely a different type of beans. You got to get some good maple syrup baked beans, right? Too much food for a breakfast? Oh man, I'm like, you can't have too big a breakfast. To me, it's like breakfast and lunch are the big meals of the day. Something out of the Indonesian area, one of the poorer countries. I mean, I bet they have some good breakfasts. The breakfast is it's the most important meal of the day. I think everybody's making a good breakfast for the most part. The suitcase is the monster manual from Harry Potter. I'm not sure I know the monster manual. The only monster manual I know is, 3.5 and 5th edition. The checkout form, impossible to fill out. What do you think the form represents in the process of leaving? Proof that I was here, but that I'm done. And the ink, what does it mean that it spread and ruined your writing? Something was sabotaging me. You snatched another form and the ink started over. What does that tell you? That it's hopeless, the system is broken, but nevertheless you continued writing on a form that was already ruined. Why not leave it? I wouldn't be over. It would be like I was never really here. I felt compelled to complete a process that was, by the point, utterly meaningless. You wrote in black on black, a perfect metaphor for an empty gesture. What I hear is a man who needs to be able to tell himself, I did everything I was supposed to do, even when your actions had no effect. The performance of the task itself was crucial. It allows you to place the blame on the broken system rather than the fact that you may need to change your approach. All right, let's move on to the vending machine that took my money and gave nothing back. How did it feel to be promised relief of a basic need and constantly deny it? Frustrating, like a stupid, cruel joke. Your response to was to insert another coin and another. Felt like it would work, it just had to. So you continued the same action with the same tool, expecting a different result. Oh no, that's insanity! Far Cry taught us that. It was the only option available. Seems like you'd rather exhaust yourself in a battle you know you're losing than disengage and admit the strategy is flawed. You become so focused on getting what you deserved that your real goal, to quench your thirst, was completely forgotten. It's a dangerous kind of denial, Mr. Harrow, because it masquerades as perseverance. You're convincing yourself the sheer stubbornness is a virtue, but it's actually just hiding the fact that your chosen solution is broken. His gaze pierces through your soul. Let us consider the dream as a whole. In each scenario, you encountered an obstacle, and each you chose a similar path. When faced with the terrifying truth, you chose to contain it. When faced with a futile process, you chose to complete the empty ritual. When faced with a broken solution, you chose to repeat it. The common thread here is not the nature of the obstacle, but your reflective response to them. Your subconscious is illustrating the very strategies that you use to avoid confronting what is truly troubling you. I'm not avoiding anything. I'm doing what needs to be done. That's the heart of the issue. These need-to-be-done actions have consistently failed to resolve anything. You're treating the symptoms while ignoring the illness. I can't tell you what specific burdens you carry, but I can see the weight of them on your steadfast refusal to admit they exist. The refusal is the one problem that makes all the others impossible to address. Until you can face that, you will remain stuck, endlessly performing what you believe needs to be done, without ever addressing what actually needs to be done. He pauses for a moment. Tell me, have you considered that the incident, the one that led you here, wasn't some isolated random event, but the result of built-up tensions? Do we talk about the loop? I asked you to make a sense of the dream, not to diagnose me. I need a solution for the loop, not a lecture about how my mind is the problem. No, I'm not going to say that. I'm going to say that's irrelevant. I won't talk about the incident. Its analysis was a waste of time. Your refusal to even entertain the possibility that your mind is trying to show you something is the very wall you keep crashing into. The incident. Nice. Okay. You're either going to admit this or things are not going to get better. Certainly not out there.
You should go and check in at the office.
All right, let's get up. We forgot to read the book yesterday. I stole the book, but never read it. So you know what? Let's steal the book, get the key card. We'll read the key card. We'll read the book in the bedroom, leave the key card, lock ourselves out, and get into Frank's room. What if the suitcase isn't a suitcase, but a magic trunk? getting into some trouble nearby.
Spit it out already.
No greater atrocity than a grilled tomato? I don't know that. I feel like you put anything on a barbecue and it just makes it better, right?
Come on, you thief.
Do we need to do anything with her? I feel like no is the answer.
I'll break you open if I have to.
But I am ever so curious.
Sure.
We'll fix the vending machine, get her a coffee. What do you know about Coral Destiny? Like to think I've learned a thing or two in my 11 years there. She sees your confusion on your face and giggles, but there's no malice in her laughter. Oh yeah, I work there. Worked there. It's kind of tough to get used to the new reality. She scratches the jacket where her company patch is sewn into the fabric. What did you do there? Engineer specializing in automation and robotics, also training to be an astronaut. But she makes a lips zipped tight gesture. All I can say, I don't think I understand what the company does. You must have been living under a rock. Mr. Holmes has been preaching about it to anyone who listens. The ultimate goal of the company is to establish a colony on Mars that will trade resources, mostly rare Earth stuff, with Earth until we can establish self-sufficiency. And until the colony is set up, well, they need to do anything they need to do to get there. What's up with their name? Makes sense when you think about it. Mars is our destiny. If we want to survive and thrive as a species, it's our first stepping stone to colonizing the whole system. And then she shuts her lips so fast you almost hear a clap. Sorry, I'm kind of evangelizing here. Mrs. Holmes always insisted that every one of us should be the company's ambassador, and it's hard to get out of that mindset. She named the company, as I said, Mars is our destiny, and the planet's red, so that's where coral comes from. I guess that's her favorite color. She often dresses all in coral. Why'd you quit? I don't want to talk about that. Still sorting things out. Sucks to be fired. I should know. Thanks for the sympathy. She gives you a cold smile. You know, people around here just don't give a damn about Coral Destiny. I mean, those that don't actively hate it. I guess when you're living in such close proximity to the future, you get kind of desensitized. It's nice to talk to someone who cares. She says as we leave. Very good. Tyr Invicta all over again, right? Everything leads to colonizing Mars.
No, I.
Now she's on the phone again. I'm in a hurry. Sorry, point to your watch.
Oh, hello, Mr. Harrow. How are you? Are you ready to check it?
What's the deal with Coral Destiny? Why did it come here out of all places? Latitude and longitude being closer to space? Whatever the case, it did make a difference. Their employers began moving in, business opened. Both Woods a vibrant place again. They mostly stick to themselves. The kids go to our schools, but man, is it nice to see some new faces. Do they employ locals? Mostly low-paid work, support logistics, maintenance. The newcomers have to spend their money too, so lots of new stores, bars, and restaurants have opened. Do you know any of them? I've met some of them, yeah, but I wouldn't say they're friends or anything. Far from it. I guess they consider us backwater yokels. Then there's space tourists. They're the worst, pestering everyone with questions like we're part of some theme park. My mom opened a bar that caters exclusively to them. What's the name of that place? The Cupiter Belt. She rolls her eyes. Thanks, I hate it. Wow, everything is just playing space games lately. What would you have named it? Takeoff Tavern? Oh, the Big Bang Bar, the Comet Cantina, the Lunar Lounge, the Intergalactic Inn, or Satellite Saloon, or the Black Hole. I do like Satellite Saloon. Exactly. What kind of projects are Coral Destiny working on? I don't know. I don't care like at all about all that space stuff. It's exciting to a lot of people, but it's all boring orbital mechanics this and transversal speeds that to me. What I do know is they plan to build a mine on Mars, but only because all their workers won't stop talking about it, like it's the most important thing in the world. More important than global crop failure. Don't we have plenty of mines here on Earth? More than that, but I guess they want to exploit Mars for rare Earth metals. Whatever it is, they sure sacrifice many rockets trying to get there, so it's got to be profitable. The fields across the valley are littered with debris from rocket tests. We used to play a game as kids betting on which rockets would explode above the valley and which would shoot into space. I was so good at that, I guessed almost every one that exploded. Don't know how, I just kind of get this warm feeling in my belly, and I don't know, that it would shatter into a fireball. Can I do anything else for you? Yeah.
All right then, let's get
Let's check in.
The last one on the second floor. Everything is ready for you. And
Grab the card from her.
wow, I'll just need your
Sign the document.
Thank you.
Enjoy your stay. Peace. Prequel to the Resource Management Surviving Mars game that came out last year. You know, everything is just colonizing Mars. My whole life, I feel like it's just colonizing Mars right now. Playing this game, watching The Expanse. Should we talk to this dweeb again? I don't know if he's going to tell us anything new, but why not? All right, well, I guess he's not home. He's meant to be in a meeting. Unlock the door and enter. I want to read this book. Let's sit in the chair and read it. Nope. Let's not sit in the chair and read it. Wait. Kill some time with this book. I don't just want to wait. The incident. The door slides slowly shut, so slowly that the world narrows to this metal box. You had to leave the apartment and go down to the corner store. You hadn't eaten all day. Why is this related to Riley? As you haven't eaten all day, the tiny cabin amplifies the fact that you haven't showered in a week. Yet it's disgusting. There's just no time for any of it. You have to finish the article. The deadline was impossible from the start, but you took it anyway because it's good money. Meaning you could maybe finally work on your own script next month, prove to everyone that you are still an artist, not just a content mill soon to be replaced by AI. I've been telling myself I'll work on my script next month for years. The elevator begins its descent but stops abruptly one floor below, Mrs. Gable's floor. She'd brought you soup when you first moved in. You'd seen her in the hall last week, but pretended you were on the phone just to avoid the concern in her eyes. You couldn't handle the kindness. You didn't bring the phone this time, though. You only planned a quick visit to the store, but your door doesn't open on that floor anyway. Instead, the elevator changes its mind and starts going up. But upon reaching your floor again, it halts and immediately heads back down. The door never opens. What kind of sorcery is this? At Mrs. Gable's floor, the elevator reverses course once again. Without your phone, there's only one option. Panic? Not yet. Try the emergency call button first. You expect a call with somebody, but instead a recorded, static-filled voice announces the maintenance was notified of elevator malfunction and will be there within an hour. But the deadline's in 3. And the article is still a mess, a salad of words you'd written and deleted a dozen times. Every word a testament to your incompetence, every sentence a fraud's confession. But it wasn't always like this. You had more than enough shining moments during your diverse content writer career, remember? The poignant copy for a celebrated minimalist ad campaign for a foreign stationery brand. Hundreds of authentic 5-star reviews for a luxury hotel chain that systematically suppressed guest complaints. The entire launch campaign from blog post to social media for the now iconic Numb Night, which back then was still known as Numb Night. Numb Night? A fabricated profile of a reclusive film auteur that became the definitive piece of their creative process, or a deeply researched product launch white paper for a now ubiquitous start, I guess, well, I don't know, fabricated profile of a reclusive film auteur, a long-form investment piece on the hidden art of watchmaking from a prestigious men's magazine that won a minor industry award. I don't think any of these matter. The witty and inclusive column on an urban loneliness for a popular online magazine that developed a cult following. A series of elevator safeties for Engineering Digest that was later cited in a national safety guideline. Elevator safety, that's it. I know how to fix this. The gig was from years back, but you researched it like a pro. You know how it works. There should be wiring behind the interior access panel. If you access it, you could reset the elevator. We jam our apartment key into the edge of the control panel. The plastic creaks and then splinters. And then the panel swings open, revealing a tangle of delicate wires carrying the disturbed machine's life current. Slice through the wires with your apartment key. The elevator stops, and for a single weightless second, you feel like a winner. But a red light on the panel starts flashing, followed by sharp piercing alarm. The machine is not crying for help, but announcing to the world, here inside me is a vandal, a weirdo, a terrorist. Panic begins to coil in your gut. The hunger, the alarm, the deadline, the guilt, the catastrophic wails pressing in. You have to get out now. Claustrophobic walls. Catastrophic wails. Wow, man. Let's talk about dyslexia. Find the main power cables and tear them to silence the machine. You know exactly where to look. Your eyes lock into the thick insulated cables. You jam your key against the ancient black sheath of the main power cable, heaving and twisting with all your might. It takes some effort, but the already damaged installation soon tears with a rubbery shriek, exposing the heavy copper within. Don't stop until it's dead. You grind the key, mashing the live wires together. A torrent of sparks erupts, a fountain of angry, spitting gold, scalding your hands and raining down on your clothes, smelling of burnt metal and silent thunder. The shredded insulation, now a blackened, melting wound, begins to smoke. The toxic smell of charred plastic fills your lung, and a flame appears on the shredded insulation and begins to climb. The main building's fire alarm soon joins the chorus, a deep, roaring wail. The cabin becomes an oven as your pores open. A stale stench permeates the air, and you remember again that you haven't showered in a week. The smoke thickens into a solid, choking blackness. Your head spins, the world tilting on its axis as your lungs scream for clean air. The last thing you register is a rhythmic pounding against the door and a garbled shout. We have a man in here. He needs assistance. 4. You had built a brick in your a wall in your mind, brick by brick, to keep the incident buried, but now the memory has shattered its way back to the surface. Why is this under Riley? That's the real question here. Word salad, nothing new. It's a good one, right? Hadn't heard of it before? Oh, yeah. Just a big jumble of words. Part of why we can talk about different variations of English are all legit. Most of the English language formed before rapid sharing of such phrases. Oh, yeah. I mean, I find that very funny where, you know, I come from Newfoundland and we have all of our own unique idioms here. We're a tiny little island, but like the language is almost completely unique. Nothing really here in the bathroom. I gotta leave my key card in here, or at least pretend to. Let's put the suitcase away. Oh, we actually put the suitcase away. Does that mean we can actually brush our teeth? No. We're gonna get a call in 4 minutes. Okay, so the book is just a way to skip the entire loop.
How can I help you, Mr. Harrow?
I left my keycard in my room. Could you open the door for
worries,
me?
Mr. Harrow. That it opens every...
She opens the drawer. Is that where she keeps it? But then she freezes as she remembered something, her face becoming a mask of intense concentration.
Let me just check something real quick.
She closes the drawer and puts her hand in her back pocket, then looks at you
Sorry
again.
for waiting, but I'll need to confirm something.
She lost the key. Out comes her phone, fingers flying across the screen with practice ease. It vanishes back into her pocket just as quickly.
Should come in a minute.
Her breath comes in quick, shallow bursts as she rummages through the shelves. A loud ping fills the room. She pulls out her phone again, glances at the screen, and sighs deeply before tucking it away. We'll have to wait for my father to return.
Sorry, but we'll have to wait for my father to return.
When will that be?
As soon as the roadblock is gone, that is around 9, he'll be here. Until then, just have a seat and relax.
Around 9, the loop will reset by then. You have to find some way to locate this master key card. I'm too extroverted. God, I am just the wrong thing constantly. Apply direct pressure and she will yield. Explain to me why we have to wait for your father.
Well, we have to wait for him because I'm expecting a super important call and I don't know when it's coming, but it's crucial.
Don't you have a mobile phone?
Yes, but the battery is almost empty and I need to be close to the charger. The call might come any minute now.
Okay, so give me the master key card and I can open the door. You don't really need her, you just need the key card.
I'm sorry, but I'm not allowed to give the master key card to anyone who doesn't work here.
Please.
Mr. Harrow? No! Now, is there anything else I can do for you while we wait?
This is hopeless. You tried the manual, you tried with the receptionist, it's just not enough. Jason
Very
Burns
sorry to
enters.
Robin, the Wi-Fi is not working in my room.
Yeah, we heard this part already. Crud butts. I definitely don't want to give up on entering Frank's room. Can we just try our key card? Maybe they happen to all be the same. No, they're not. We could wait at the roadblock for what's-his-face to come up. You know, we don't really know much about the roadblocks, so... I think our dude had a brush with Cthulhu's minions. His mind shielded him from the horror. He started to remember the eventual fracture until he's a dribbling mess whispering the worship to Cthulhu. Does seem about right. Doctor, hello. Welcome. Like Germany with all its subcultures? Yes. Is that guy again? You are.
My name is Percy Rugger, and I'm a senior sales executive at Ulterior Paralegal Exploits Consultancy. We'd like to offer our help regarding your case.
That sounds great, Mr. Rugger, but I have a question first, if I may.
But of course, Mr. Harrow. I'm here to answer any questions you might have.
What can you tell me about Coral Destiny?
Coral Destiny? Mr. Harrow! I'm pleased and excited about your unexpected questions on this subject. They train our brains to always be alert, like a meerkat.
I love meerkats.
Now, where to start? A corporation dedicated to the study, exploration, and colonization of space, starting with Mars, saving humanity, billions of dollars in value, eccentric owner, that type of thing.
An eccentric owner can mean a great many things.
You must have led a very secluded and/or busy life if you don't know anything about Elise Watson, Mr. Harrow. This line is far from secure, so I'll just say that privatizing big state-owned businesses runs in the Watson family. Unlike her dear father, Miss Watson rarely appears in public, but when she does, she always speaks in such a low voice that she's barely audible. Couple that with her plan of getting humanity a new home in this unique moment in our history, the whole our cradle but not our grave, and you get a mysterious aura of great vision and leadership. Now, I suggest we get back to the matter at hand. If my information is correct, you have recently been unjustly forced to participate in a treatment which...
I like that I can get one piece of advice from him every day, basically.
Not aligned with your best interest.
Yeah, thanks, but I'm not interested.
Of course. Oh, Eugene, Mr.
Choose. That's good. I'm going to pick up that phone more often then, if that's the case. So we can wait here. Wait and see what else happens. Silhouette of the motel sign in the distance as we feel time pass. But what's that? You see Jason Burns gasping for breath while riding a bicycle. Poor guy is in a hurry. Can we take the bicycle early? That's a good question. Can we take a bicycle early and go up to the bar ourselves? If he doesn't stop somewhere soon, he's going to get soaked. I don't want to get up, though. This roadblock is still here, and it's still problematic. Let's stay here all day. Trying to learn. Frank is meant to come up here as well, so... Oh my god, it's Jason Bourne! Oh no, I'm not allowed to wait here any longer. Okay. Can I walk to the bar? Yes! But I bet it's gonna take a long time. Yeah. Drowned rat vibes, +1 impulsive. All right, well, at least we got here with 6 minutes to spare. All speak the same language, but the accents are different. Are we even here? I don't actually think we are. Whatever it once said, it's buried under layers of graffiti. Where the heck are we? A flower. One has to wonder how this flower ended up in such a forsaken stretch of concrete. What seed decided this was the perfect spot to take root, sprout, and bloom? Must be witnessing an act of evolution. Looks that way. The plants in their infinite grid have started siphoning nutrients from concrete. There's no shortage of the stuff. Whatever humans stomp around, the gray crust follows. Either that or a stray gust of wind slipped just enough dirt into some tiny crack to give it life. Which do you find more believable? Must be a mutated flower. Seems you're aching for something new, grasping at the idea that even nature's mutations does to keep pace. Desperation does strange things to the mind, doesn't it? You have to admit, it's incredible a flower sprouted from concrete. Who knew such a small thing could teach such a large lesson? +1 inspiration. Like a snow resting on scorched earth, this car sticks out from the cracked asphalt of Rue Valley. It's either brand new or kept extremely neat. Inside, you see everything is in place. Handbrake pulled, gear shift in neutral, steering wheel perfectly straight, keys in the ignition. Wait a minute. Keys in the ignition. Open the door. The softest click informs you the door is open, but come on, you're not going to steal someone's car. Or are you? No, of course not. But I would have if it... Okay, I don't have enough intentions to steal that car, but you better believe that's on the list. Jupiter Belt Bar. Oh no, there's a lot of things to look at in here.
Those protein shakes are starting to cause permanent damage, Travis. You can't seriously suggest that I just let her do whatever.
Hey, just trying to help and give you a different angle.
Believe me, I've considered every possible angle.
Is this Lady Demetrescu? Is this the tall, sexy vampire mama? A token appears in her hand and starts spinning from finger to finger. She turns towards you, her eyes a pair of icy daggers.
This is a public space, but this is a private talk. Move exactly 5 yards away and let us finish.
Bartender gives you a look that's a heterogeneous cocktail of I'm sorry, bro, and you kind of deserved it. Nosy, wasn't trying to eavesdrop, honest.
Yes. And Travis here wasn't trying to explain to me the things I already know.
You can't help but wonder, is this her normal self or is tonight special? Controlling lady with a big hat. She is Robin's mother. She's some kind of token that she constantly twirls in her hand. All right, well, oh, she's got the rules posted here. You focus on ones that stand out for one reason or another. Do not touch the piano. 1 napkin per drink. My God. This includes all form of physical contact. Even cleaning is forbidden. Only authorized musicians and piano tuners are allowed to touch it. So no touching the sacred piano? Sounds like a challenge to me. This rule is an invitation for someone like you to break it, isn't it? Dancing only with permission and for adequate reason? Seems like Anita has a real grudge against dancing. One could almost call it personal. What counts as an adequate reason, though? A wedding, maybe? That seems special enough. Just be sure to have the paperwork to prove it. 1 napkin per drink. One can request more, but they might be denied if your request is deemed excessive. Are people seriously abusing napkins so much that a rule is necessary? Maybe it says more about human nature that you'd like to consider. Chaos, even in the little things. Skimming through this might be worth it just in case. No leaning over the counter. It's considered intrusive. Please stay seated or stand at a respectful distance. Ooh, we're not guilt-ridden enough for this. With Travis behind the bar, who would even try to act intrusive? The man looks like he can knock you out cold with a single glare. Bar stool occupancy time limit. No longer than 45 minutes without placing a new order. Great. We don't have more than 45 minutes. Gonna have to start taking speed drinking lessons. Who the genius behind all this already is? Anita Lopez. I thought it was Anita Fleming. Oh, look who just showed up at 8:43. Oh God, there's so much to be done here. Lilith Revealed. The author's name's J.J. Sampson. Take the book. One man's trash, another one treasures. Do I now have 2 of these Lilith books? Interesting. There's like a whole series. Touch the big forbidden red button that says do not touch. I know, right? That is definitely our jam. Chair invites your butt cheeks and you can't wait to casually lean on the bar. With a squeaking friction between your pants and the leather seat, you place yourself in a surprisingly comfortable chair. Okay, I was really hoping to talk to this guy from the bar seat, but...
Welcome to Kuiper Belt.
Kuiper Belt? Isn't it Cupiter? Kuiper Belt? Have I been saying this wrong the entire time? A smile full of glistening white teeth. There's a certain vibrancy in his rosy cheeks, like he's so full of life he'll just burst. The old Tyrant King that was the inspiration for Dracula was a ruler on the Wallachian side of the mountains. Washington, D.C. renamed Ravenloft. His court was in the sub-mountain area, but it was south. His castle is also just like in the middle of a town. Dracula, like the guy that they named Dracula after. So
I'm Travis.
I have been saying it wrong. Wow.
Could really use a drink.
Controlling lady with a big hat. So she seems a bit prickly. Is that normal?
Yeah, she's tough. No question about it. In every sense. She can lay down the law, push you around when she feels like it, and I'm all right with that. It's part of what pulls me to her, along with everything else.
So someone like you drawn to a bossy woman. That's interesting.
Strength. It's never equal, and it doesn't manifest in the same way.
Brandcastle, yeah.
Anita, she's my counterpart in that sense. We fit together like jagged pieces of a puzzle.
Used to be a typical medieval layout of the really old towns. Yeah. I mean, typically if you build a castle, it's because you're trying to like defend the area around it, so.
But today she's been cruel, cutting me down in ways that don't align with that balance.
I'm sorry to hear that, dude. Instead of answering, he nods, lost in thought, like he's turning something over in the depths of his
If I ask
mind.
you something? I could use a fresh set of eyes on this.
Shoot.
As you probably figured out yourself, it's about how Anita's been acting today. I can handle her being tough. Everyone's entitled to a rough day. But it's not every day you find out someone you love just pulled a huge sum out of your bank account. And even that I could tolerate, but when I asked for an explanation, all she gave me was trust me.
And you don't trust her because of what exactly?
It's not that I don't trust her, it's just... that's not like her. It's out of character. So what do you think of this whole mess? Any ideas?
Oh, definitely. I got plenty of ideas.
That's great to hear, because I'm confused and could really use the help. What do you think is happening with Anita? And don't hold back. I can take a punch.
She's having an affair and is planning to run off with her lover and your money? Planning to start her own business, be fully independent? Isn't this already her own business? I'm gonna go with the affair route.
We're together all the time, at home and at work. Hard to see when she'd even have the chance to pull something like that. Not saying it's impossible, just not very likely. Still, with what I know, that's as good an idea as any.
Well, only one way to be sure what's going on.
Confront her?
Yeah, but with a witness.
You're right. A direct approach is usually the best way to deal with these kinds of issues. I'm going to sort this out right now.
Oh no, we only have 2 minutes left. But also, he's gone, so let's break into this back room. Door stands firmly closed. Staff only daring you to step inside. Yeah, I'm definitely going to enter that. Locked? Locked? Well, no one can stop me play the piano then. Oh, man. Not even allowed to play the piano down here. Pinball machine that we can do to waste time. There's a jukebox, pool table. I guess let's go upstairs. We only have 2 minutes till the loop resets. Oh, it's like a stage up here. That's cool. You stirred something, that's for sure. Well, is he going to do it or not? Vlad Tepe was named the Devil, or Dracula in Old Tongue, for his tyranny and impaling. He may have been renowned for that cruelty, right? Bram Stoker was unaware of him. Aware of the Order of the Dragon, but the inspiration might have been an Irish lord. Interesting. I didn't know that. I like all this. We're getting lots of good vampire lore. I appreciate that. I guess I need a witness. Old jukebox, still glowing. Play any CD. Feel it, the current electricity humming beneath your skin. You've been hardwired into the power grid of the world. The rhythm carries you, pulls you from like you're part of the band. The concert, the crowd, your moment. Maybe you'll never set foot in a concert hall again. Maybe this metal box is all you got left, but right now it's all yours. Is it the best thing? No, this is just the thing. Everything else is just imitation. You know what? It's worth it for the song, for this moment. It's worth it even if Anita walks in right now. We have enough to steal the car. Though I doubt I can get there in time. You know what? Just out of curiosity. No, okay. There is a security camera here. Defender Cam Stealth Edition, defending stealthily. Oh. Boom, there it is. Ireland's got the Tuatha, which have the courts, and several winter courts are vampire-like. Got a little bit of that vibe. I could see that. Vampires and Furies, not that different.
Still with me, Mr. Harrow?
Yeah, I'm still with you. Present.
Mr. Harrow. And we'll but for now...
All right, buddy, I'll try.
However, since this is your first set...
No questions.
Right, you should go and check it.
So... the coffee makes me less impulsive. Enter Frank's room. No. Anita Lopez with a double T. There is the car. There's Jason Burns. Saw him at the roadblock riding a bicycle north. But we can't take the bicycle ourselves, can we? Personalized card.
Supervisor. Sure, put them on.
We're too reckless to make use of the manual. I think. No, we can't even look at the manual anymore. Do we just like perma fail that skill check? Guess I've never sat at that bench. Theory that the original vampire was supposed to be female, but got changed to Dracula we know and love. But the only place that you've seen that was in something his son wrote when promoting the sequel to Dracula. I mean, I feel like Dracula is just about like the dangers of horny women. Is basically what Dracula is about. So I feel like if it was female Dracula, it wouldn't have quite the same vibe.
Give me my coffee, you jerk.
Can I go to the Cooper Belt? Surely I get hit by the roadblock here. Ah. It just auto walks us halfway.
Hello, sir. Am I...
Yep, that's correct.
My name is
I have a question.
But of course, Mr. Harris.
Have you been feeling like you're stuck in a time
If I'm
loop
honest,
lately?
Maybe a little. I feel like things have been repeating themselves lately.
Could you be more specific?
Well, the last hour seems to last forever. The endless waiting for customers to answer the phone, exhausting exchanges with each of them about their misfortune and how I can help them. Don't get me wrong, I love talking with you, Mr. Harrow. Your positive attitude towards me and my offer, coupled with your sincerity, really made my day. You're a light in the darkness.
Right, but back to my question.
Back to your question, Mr. Harrow. Well, yes, I do feel like I'm stuck in a loop, but that's part of the job. Every day seems repetitive, but you make little progress every day.
Good life lesson.
Step by step, you create and recreate yourself. That's what I signed up for when I started. Now that that's settled, where were we? If my information is correct, You have recently been unjustly forced to participate in a...
Yes, you're
Mr.
talking about my
Harrow,
psychotherapy.
so I presume you're ready for the...
All right.
Now that's what I'll write down your general... Well...
So hopefully his follow-up will actually call us today, but... Thought Dracula boiled down to absolute power corrupts absolutely story? No, I think it's mostly about, like, the threat of horny vampires. Dracula meets the son of Dragon, and Dracula means the dragon. Why have we never had a vampiric dragon? Certainly some questions. It's right there.
Yes. Yes, Richard.
Some kind of token appears in her hand.
Give me just a moment.
Daggers point towards you.
Eavesdrop on the conversations of strangers so flagrantly? Or am I a special case? If you've come
Nope,
for the bar,
I always
the
do it.
entrance is right there. Just remember to wipe the sand from your shoes. Wipe at least 3 times. Or, if you didn't come for a drink, move exactly 5 yards away from me.
Status gained upset. Something is brewing in your stomach, and it's not a delicious meal. I was just passing.
By all means, continue.
There's a whole firing squad behind the lady's eyes. You've no choice but to move away. She continues talking in hushed voices, still casting an occasional glance towards you. Like peering through a keyhole tempting, but ultimately intrusive, it offers you fragments of a story not really meant for you, leaving behind just enough room for misinterpretation, but sometimes it reveals the truth. Ah, see, I could steal the car. I have 2 points, right? So I could eavesdrop on her, or I could just steal the fancy sports car. Though I don't know what the heck that's gonna give me. Black dragons from D&D, necrotic and life-sucking magic? Yeah. But still not vampires, right? Blood transfusions, right? Jed, it's everywhere in the book and you're hilarious. Dracula's written like letters very much similar to found footage. Worth a read. It's boss. I'd believe it, right? Don't know any of the text, but I know enough of the time period preceding women's rights. Yeah. It's got some dodgy old stuff in there. I don't know that I'm really going to get any information in here right now. Let's steal the car. We have just enough points for it. That's kind of why I came out here in the first place, so... Just get inside and drive. It's as simple as that, baby. I bet with a sports car, we could drive. Get the car and drive north. Gain 2 inspiration. Oh. The road leads to a tunnel, some mining equipment, and a car just before it. There's someone next to that car, but even with this car, you can't outrun the loop. Not unless you start driving before the sun sets. Okay.
Still with me, Mr. Harrow?
We could get there.
Mr. Harrow, please.
Spit it out already.
We could get there. Do we wrap this up? I mean, it's green. If I drive there right away, steal the car and go straight north. Maybe. Because I feel like it's maybe Frank out there. We'll answer the phone in case I have any questions for this guy.
Hello, sir.
It's not going to slow me down. My name is Eugene Harrow. I'm a senior executive time loop specialist at Rue Valley Solutions. What can I do for you?
Oh, well, my name is Percy Rugger, and I'm a senior sales executive at Ulterior Paralegal Exploits Consultancy.
I have a question first.
But of course, Mr.
No, I don't. Hang up. That's kind of fun. 8:23. It says I need to start driving before sunset. What? All right, well, I guess then that is wrapped up. The car is now your car, as you saw. During these 47 minutes, nobody even notices your little felony. Enjoy it. Well, I guess we could eavesdrop on Anita then. Hide in the vicinity and eavesdrop on her. Oh, okay. So I can take it. Let's do that then. Nah, it's the same. Damn. So somehow we need to beat the roadblock if we want to do that. The sun is set, so yeah. Somehow we need to beat the roadblock. Now we're getting into like the tight loops where it's like, okay, let's test one theory.
Still with me, Mr. Harrow?
Yeah, I gotta go. Sorry, buddy.
Mr. Harrow, please.
See you later, dweeb. I gotta go eavesdrop on Anita.
Come on, you thief. I'll break you open if I have to.
Work perfectly in the repetition insanity framing, right? Ring, ring. I just want to screw with this guy some more.
Hello, sir.
Speaking.
My name is Percy Rugger.
I'm listening.
Splendid. Now, if my information is Mr. Harris, so I presume you're
All right.
now all right. Well,
Nobody ever calls me back from that, which is kind of interesting. Throw up her hood and then hide and listen to her conversation. But quick, before she notices you snooping. Bet those metal barrels will hide me. You are not alone here. The pungent smell of stale beer is so overwhelming that it has a presence. Look at the way our guy is lying. He's completely upside down, like some sort of a horrible monster. She did what? Her grip on the phone tightens, plastic cracking in the process. With the other hand, she spins the token with such fury, you're afraid she'll cause a localized tornado. A brief pause follows while she listens to Richard, daggers shining in her eyes.
I understand that, Richard, but you don't seem capable of understanding my instructions. So, I'm going to repeat them one more time and hope they get through all the noise in your head. Here's what will happen. Robin will apply. You will make sure her documents are filed as if the application was sent on time.
Robin will accept the invitation. You will make sure that the university's board disregards that whole past the deadline issue.
Is it now?
She squints her eyes and wrinkles pop up. In an instant, anger has added dozens of years to her face. Seems like everything has turned into a real shite hurricane and she's trying to fend it off with an umbrella. I'd give my right thumb to know what's bothering her. Well, she's so furious that she might bite off your whole hand, bones and all.
If you stick to my plan, all will be well. If you stick to my plan.
The token in her hand stops spinning and she grips it so hard that you see her skin turn red. Remember that smell? It's grown so heavy and rich that it will pass out any moment. The smell will take over your body and venture out into the world. What's messed up is you could probably take care of your life better than you do. Let's pretend we're smelling pure roses instead. It does not work. You're supposed to be dispossessed of your own body, such as it is. Before the stench could wrestle control, the call is over with an angry pest of a manicured fingertip. The tyrant has issued the order, it seems. Gain 1 inspiration. I mean, do we have more quests to keep eavesdropping? We know that Robin has declined an offer to enroll at a university. Still think we can get into Frank's room. We did witness some differences, although maybe they're not the same. Doing the time loop shenanigans better than the horror 12-minute game. I'm not sure which one you're talking about, Jared. Is that the one where, like, you have to get into a bunker? Like, you have 10 minutes to grab all your stuff and get into a bunker? Am I the monster from Silent Hill? It did kind of look like that, eh?
Those protein shakes.
Hey, just
Believe me.
All right, blah, 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 blah. Pretend you're a regular at the bar and do something inconspicuous. But what? The dartboard is over there. Let's pretend I'm playing pool. That's probably close enough. Luckily for you, their conversation has grossed them so much they won't notice you're pushing the balls with the wrong end of the
can't
stick.
be all that bad.
Not all bad. My car is stuck at the gas station, and that idiot Frank will fix it never.
Interesting.
You know, you can take White Lightning anytime.
Ah, we should have given our car a name.
I don't need your car. I need my car. My notebook is in there. I forgot it because Frank wouldn't stop fucking yapping. That notebook
Language,
is like
young lady.
my external memory. Without it, I'm operating blind. For fuck's sake.
Language, lady.
The universe is against me today.
Oh, if only you could tell her how it feels when the universe is truly against you, like when it makes you live an evening over and over again. Well, maybe later. It's always maybe and later with you, isn't it? Travis snaps his fingers like he just had a brilliant idea. Your train of thought has been derailed and now it's a flaming wreck.
Yes, that's right. As soon as the roadblock ends, we'll close the bar for a while and drive to Maxine so I can pick up my notebook.
That woman really knows what she wants. And is not afraid to say it
This way we'll
loudly
solve At
sometimes.
least one bucket of shit that the universe spilled on my head.
Language, lady.
There's more?
And with names at that. Both Robin and Ben decided to surprise me with some very shitty news.
Language, lady. Ah, the juice! Literally transform into a giant ear.
Ben pulled a major Ben, and I have to clean up after him again. And Robin, she's even worse. Remember all the hoops we jumped through for her? Well, she just spat on all of it.
Hey, they're both grown-ups. Maybe let them deal with their own mess?
Yeah, some good advice. 12 minutes was the game where you had to prevent your own murder. Most of the loops required you to do nothing while the killer unalived your character's wife. Yikes. No matter what you did to prevent her death, you would fail the loop. Gee whiz.
As I said, those
Dark.
protein shakes are getting to you. I let Ben manage the motel after the divorce. I let Robin stay there with him. And this is the result.
She slams the token she's been playing with on the bar so hard that you hear the wood crack.
It's just a thought, nothing else.
Next stop, Robin and Ben. Got it.
Sorry to be the fourth bucket of shit, but I got a notification that $40K was taken out of our joint account. So, what's the deal?
Said Travis so defensively that he dug miles of trenches and built concrete bunkers with that
Really,
sentence.
Travis? You trust me so little? That money will be returned to the account tomorrow.
That money's long gone on gambling debts.
I believe you.
I can't.
For a while, she hides her silence under her hat. Intention complete. Well, that was a good session of snooping. Like peering through a keyhole, tempting but ultimately intrusive. It offers you fragments of a story not really meant for you, leaving just enough room for misinterpretation, but sometimes it reveals the truth. You did it once, you will do it again. Once you cross that line, it becomes a part of you. Geo, hello, welcome. Search Anita's car. Definitely I want to hold to commit on that one. Why not snoop around? I have two intentions. I feel like if I search Anita's car, I might be able to get two back and think about the incident somewhere. Still not convinced we're done with entering Frank's room, but... let's play the piano. Because I know they're going to get upset if I do it. There's dust on the keys. It hasn't been played recently. Aw, man. Well... the jukebox, maybe? All right, I guess that's it in here. Go to the roadblock. Oh, is this Burns's car? Oh, that's interesting. We can go to the roadblock and then take our car and go the rest of the way. Sometimes you saw him at a roadblock riding a bicycle north. I guess I wonder if we know he's going to come here. Does he get to his meeting on time if we drive his car here? That's the question I have. All right, well, we can't do anything with this. So maybe that car is just like a shortcut to getting us back to our car. I guess let's go to the gas station. Move them upstairs, snoop back that door. For whatever reason, they didn't go upstairs this time around, which I was curious about, so. They get mad if you walk behind the bar. They didn't seem too bad about it. Power flicker? I don't remember that happening. Try to open the door to Anita's car. It's locked. No surprises there. Nobody would leave this fancy beast all alone. Break the driver's window with your elbow. Glass all over the place, but the car is open for exploration. I made such a mess. Don't sweat the small stuff. The loop reset will clean it in an instant. Unlock the door and get in. The scent of wealth overwhelms you. Leather seats, wooden dashboard, LED light strips around the cabin, darkened windows. Luxury all around, yet the car is broken down. Nothing built to last these days. Let's check the glove compartment. Dust and cloth, driving gloves, an open pack of cigarettes, a power bank, and a fancy leather notebook. This is something worth checking out. That's 4 points. That's enough to do it. Check the sun visor. Driving license. Take a closer look. Decades old, plastic tinged with yellowish hue spread to every edge. Anita, on the other hand, was young and striking. The beauty is dimmed by a tired pallor even youth can't mask. Laced with lingering fragility, an echo of a past she fought hard to leave behind. Well, maybe she was a party animal back in the day. Nothing like a few sleepless nights to really elevate your skincare routine. The birth date catches your eye, June 4th, 1977. Check under the seats, just in case. Gum. Sticks of protein-infused chewing gum. Check the storage bins in front of the back seats. Half-drunk bottle of Coral Destiny Martian Dew. In the left, a book titled How to Be the Best of You. Flip through the book. Eyes skim across dozens of pieces of generic advice, from drinking a cup of water first thing in the morning to cleaning your room to arranging a wholesome routine for yourself before bedtime. You've written dozens of these articles, some of them veritable diarrhea of words. This book looks like an especially potent anthology. I can't even be the worst me. Keep searching. Check the car's multimedia device. Music, navigation, emails. Anita's logged out. She doesn't trust Frank with her privacy. What was she listening to? Last thing listened was an album called Midnight Shift by the band called Petty Gold. And the nav system was heading to 164 Cherry Hills Road in Bothwood. Never got there since this middle life crisis on wheels died on her. Quick search on that address. Sloan Solutions Limited, one of those financial advisory firms that seem to be popping up everywhere, almost like they're multiplying overnight. Hopefully, the same can be said for their clients' funds. What do you get yourself into, Anita? Tax reports, investment management, the options are limitless, the most of them remarkably dull. Wait, hold on. We have the notebook. Seems like it's been barely used. What's on page 1? Just says Anita Lopez, month of August 2027. Don't people have phones? Why would anyone use a physical notebook? Some prefer the feel of paper, especially those who aren't cursed with your chicken scratch handwriting. You breeze through the use pages in a single breath. You find a few meetings scheduled this month filled with names that mean nothing to you. Then the very last entry for today, a meeting at high noon with one Aaron Sloan, along with a phone number. What else is there? Blank pages of high-quality stocks, dozens of them, until you flip to the end and a neatly folded sheet of paper is tucked into the crease. Examine it. You notice the filigree SS logo watermark adorning the upper right corner. A colorful chaos of overlapping pie charts, tangled flowcharts, and cluttered bar graph is a dizzying data maze designed to confuse rather than clarify. You realize it's the annual financial report for the Cupitor Belt. You're no expert. The mention of insufficient revenue suggests the bar is facing substantial loss. Maybe it's why Anita wanted to meet with Sloan. Then her car broke down and her business falling apart, and you snooping around her dirty laundry. No wonder she's in such a great mood. You found the phone number in Anita's book, which we can call. I am going to commit to the intention to this to the incident. Dr. Fink's analysis of your dream was the key. His words recontextualize the entire breakdown. The pattern is now blindingly obvious, and you're left wondering how you ever mistook the deliberate self-sabotage for an accident. You should talk with him about it. Denial engine. Nora, hello. Completely forgetting to go to the graveyard. Yeah, I mean, it's there's only like so much we can do in a run, right? Which is part of it. Oh, we have Ben's number now. Let's call the number from Anita's notebook first. Just as you're about to hit end call, a deeply exaggerated masculine voice, clearly trying too hard, answers. Thank you for calling Sloan Solutions. How can we assist you this fine day? Is there something we can help you with? To whom would we willingly give information? My name is Percy Brugger, and I'm a senior sales executive at Ulterior Paralegal Exploits Consultancy. Your RSs are a little off, but otherwise spot on. All right, but how? Anita Lopez had an appointment with you today. We're advising her on a rather complex legal matter, and her expertise is crucial in helping her regain her assets. What are you? Well, if my information is correct, you've recently been assisting Mrs. Lopez in a case, in our opinion, may not align with her best interests. Mr. Sloan, let me be frank with you. We'll be out of your hair in no time if you help us audit Mrs. Lopez's immovables. Stop right there. If you're referring to that rickety old motel, you're too late. The New Horizons Bank is just about to make it their own. Besides, I was under the impression that Mrs. Lopez would cover her ex-husband's late mortgage obligations. Fighting fire with fire certainly set things ablaze. Time to drop the act and curtain call. So she can be happy with holding onto the Cupitor hole before it becomes Coral Destiny's land, just like the motel. You better tell her. Mr. Sloan, we've known each other for just a couple of minutes, and I can already see what a strong-willed individual you are, so I won't be taking any more of your time. Tschüss. Well, that's an interesting development. Why would Anita want to meet the Sloan Shark in person if she already agreed to let the motel go under? Drop the axe herself? Or is she actually trying to save it? More memories. We can wrap up Anita's car. Okay. And we might as well call Ben, I guess.
Yeah, hello?
Have I read the Sinso talk about EU5 today? No, I haven't yet. I am waiting on some good patches for EU5 though. Because it's like not in bad shape, but it needs some tweaks. Ben's voice is raspy and slowed down like you've awoken him from a deep hibernation. I got a couple of questions about Anita.
I got more than a couple of answers, none of them good.
Something is wrong with this man, but what eludes you? Could he be dead drunk? No, something's off. He sounds totally hammered, yes, but he's too coherent for a man soaked in liquor. It'll be hard getting any useful info out of him while he's like this, but I have to try. The silence from the other side of the call is so long and profound that you're sure Ben has completely forgotten he's even talking to you.
Let's keep this short, please.
That was easier than expected. You didn't even have to assume a false identity. She's super pissed off tonight. Do you know why?
Yeah, she's angry at me, like always. She wanted out, but she still wants to push me like she's in. And I don't want to dance to her song anymore.
You feel as if every question hooks him from somewhere deep underwater and brings him back to the surface. Why is she so controlling?
That's my Nita, yeah. The more problems there are, the tighter she grips. It's nice talking to you, but I would really like to get to sleep, you know?
Why'd you get divorced?
I think about that often. And the guessing answer is, I think I told her no one time too many. She never liked no's, you know?
These don't quite match what he's saying. But from deep within a weak, rasping sigh escapes him, barely rising before it falls apart.
I'd really like to get to sleep.
All right, thanks for your time, buddy. The line is dead, and you imagine Ben slinking back underwater. All right, well, how do we find Maxine's room? Because I haven't seen anything that looks like a bedroom. You know?
Welcome to Max Gas. You need some help getting gas in that...
Can we talk about Anita?
Oh, you came to get her car? I expected that pal Travis, but if that's the case, you came for nothing.
What happened to the car anyway?
Anita drove to Bothwood, probably to do some errand for a fancy place up there. But her car broke down and she had to call Frank. And lo and behold, her car is here to stay for a while. Or forever.
Why would Travis come instead of Anita?
Well, she usually sends him. Like she doesn't want to have anything to do with us, like she divorced the whole valley instead of Ben.
Isn't Travis just working for her?
No. They've been together for a while. Years.
I love how everybody just talks behind everyone's back.
And working that fancy new eyesore of a bar.
It truly is a small town. So about that car.
What about the car?
Why did I come for nothing?
Because Frank, pal. If I was bleeding on the floor right here, right now, I wouldn't count on him to help me. That car is not fixed, and who knows when it will be. Will it be fixed? So, yeah, Travis can come, you can come, Anita herself can come herself. Doesn't matter, waste of time.
That bad, huh?
Not as bad as what happened between those two during the ride.
Frank's got another reason not to fix her car, eh?
Don't know about the details, but when they arrived, Anita left his truck red in the face. Didn't even say bye. Frank was pissed all right, smoking 2 cigarettes at once, cursing like a sailor, left immediately after.
Cigarettes! That's a great way to say cigarettes.
Whatever they were talking about, it wasn't nice at all. They haven't fancied each other for some time now, you see.
Seems no one can get along with Anita,
Her
except
head
Travis.
was high and all, and she and her outsider deserve each other. Tell you what, I would have loved to be in that car like a fly on the wall during their ride here. It must have been a festival.
Oh, that makes 2 of us.
Like 2 flies on a horse's tail.
She winks to you. All right, well, thanks a bunch.
You're welcome.
That doesn't really answer everything I needed here, but, okay. Boy, I don't know. I guess I can go to the motel, but it looks like we're probably going to hit the loop. Somehow this game gives you RimWorld vibes. You know, it's kind of got similar music. Outside of the you know, the car music. That attempt at the German good bee? I don't think I know the German good bee. All right. Time loop.
Still with me, Mr. Harrow?
We're going to talk to Dr. Frank about the incident, but we're going to have to do it in the next video. So you come back, see how we do, see if we can get ourselves out of this time loop, and learn some more secrets. Until next time, bye-bye.